Hello traders and welcome to the official channel of the Goat Funded Trader. After running the channel for so long, I realized that as a trader I need to do something really valuable for the other traders that are watching me, which is to start and compare prop firms based on what I find on their websites. Of course, all the comparisons will be made between Goat Funded Trader and any other prop firm that exists right now in the industry and is doing so well. In this way, since I'm here today, I want to say thank you for all the prop firms that exist right now and that are serious and that are doing a great job for us, the traders. I can confess the fact that prop firms had helped me a lot in the past and even right now in the present. And I repeat, even though the comparisons are made on the Goat Funded Trader channel, they are going to be objective and based on the information that I can find on all the prop firms' websites. So let's start with the first episode, and in the first episode, the first prop firm that I'm going to analyze in comparison to Goat Funded Trader is Funded Next. And in the back on the screen I have both of the websites, and also I want to mention the fact that today is Friday 17 November 2023. It's really important to know when the video was filmed because the prop firm industry is changing so fast and you never know what changes will appear in the future. So enough talk, let's start comparing. So I wanted to know first of all that I will start comparing the plans that they have, I will check the brokers that they are using, I will also check the company info, and last but not least the additional benefits that traders can have with those prop firms. I feel like this is the best way to do it. I have Goat Funded Trader on the left and Funded Next on the right. So let's see what's the difference between the Goat Funded Trader challenges and the Funded Next challenges. Okay, so from the beginning, since when I started the pages, I can observe that both of the prop firms have a lot of trading variants. I really like this thing, and it means that they really care about the fact that traders are different and they want to trade in different ways, and one single challenge type wouldn't necessarily match all of the traders. Wow, so I was first looking a bit before filming, and I can tell clearly the fact that there are so many variants that you really have to spend a lot of time choosing the right one for you. And I'm really happy that both of the prop firms explain in a great way what are the differences between their challenges. So for Goat Funded Trader, of course, that I know better what the challenges are about. Whereas when I opened Funded Next, I was a little bit unsure because I didn't know what's the difference between Stellar, Challenge, Evaluation and Express. But I'm so happy that I found this guide and I can tell the differences between all of them. So guys, for Goat, things are pretty simple. Let's start with the account size. The accounts start from 5k, and then you have the 8k variant, 15k, 25k, 50k, 100k and 200k. Whereas for Funded Next, the account size starts from 6k, is 1k more than Goat Funded, and then it jumps directly to 15k. As you can see, Goat has another challenge which is between the 5k and the 15k, which is the 8k one. Then they both have the 25k, the 50k, the 100k and 200k. Another thing that I observe is the fact that both Goat Funded Trader and Funded Next have the swap-free variant for the accounts. So Stellar Challenge has swap-free account, Evaluation has it, and so I checked and all three types of accounts have the swap-free variant. Both Goat Funded and also Funded Next have two-step challenges and one-step challenges. So okay, another thing is the fact that Goat has the no time limit and also the classic account, whereas Funded Next has no time limit for the Stellar Challenge. Let's see the evaluation. There is a time limit, okay, and for the Express one, there is no time limit as well. For this video, I'm going to compare the 100k account. I believe that this is a popular account size for both of the prop firms. But first of all, guys, I still want to see exactly what those challenges mean, because I want to be honest with you, I didn't try Funded Next before. So they have Evaluation, Express and Stellar. Express has consistency and no consistency variant, and Stellar 1 step and 2 steps. Okay, cool. Evaluation has 2 phases. Express has 1 phase. Stellar is 1 step or 2 steps, you can choose between them. They have challenge phase profit share, which is pretty cool. This is a really great one. It means that you will receive 15%. It means that you will receive 15% from the profits that you made in the challenge stage. I'm curious if they have the refund as well. Yes, they do. So both Goat Funded Trader and also Funded Next offer a refund for the profit target in evaluation. In the evaluation one, you have 10%. In the Express one, you have 25% to achieve based both on consistency and non-consistency. And on Stellar, 10% as once or 2 step, which is 8% and 5%. So I believe that the Stellar Challenge is the most similar one to Goat Funded, so probably I'm going to compare Goat to this one. So here for the evaluation, there's 10% profit target in phase 1, whereas for Goat, it's only 8% for the 2 steps challenge, and for the 1 step challenge, let's see if it changes, the target is 10%. For the classic variant, which has a time limit, the target is 7%, is even lower, and for the phase 2 is only 5%, which is amazing. So I can already tell 2 things. I believe that Goat has better targets for the challenges, and Funded Next has this nice feature about the challenge phase profit share. However, the targets are a little bit higher than Goat. Okay, so for the 1 step challenge, no time limit, the maximum drawdown is 6%, whereas for the 1 step challenge here, Express or Stellar, the maximum drawdown is 10% here and 6% here. So the Express variant has a better drawdown, whereas Stellar and 1 step challenge with no time limit have the same ones. Okay, so for the 2 step challenge with no time limit, the daily drawdown is 5% and the maximum drawdown is 8%, whereas for the 2 steps challenge with no time limit, the maximum daily loss for 2 steps is 5% and overall is 10%. So in this case, Funded Next has a better one. I observe here that Funded Next has some minimum trading days for all of these accounts, whereas Goat doesn't have any. The profit split for Funded Next is 90% for all the accounts, whereas for Goat Funded Trader, I know for sure that it's up to 95%. So here between Evaluation, Express and Stellar, I observe some differences, which are the fact that on Express you can't trade on news, you can't hold trades over the weekend in the first variant, the consistency one, and there is a consistency rule here, whereas here it isn't between the consistency and non-consistency accounts. For the rest of them, there is no consistency rules. Okay, the first payout is monthly for almost all the challenge types. There is only one here which is bi-weekly, and that is the 1 step challenge, whereas for Goat Funded Trader you can opt in for a cool feature which is called first payout on demand. So you don't have to wait 1 month for the payout or 2 weeks, you can ask for the payout anytime. Okay, so finally I understood all the challenge types, so now I'm going to compare the normal 2-step challenge with no time limit of 100k of Goat with the Stellar challenge, no time limit 100k account of Funded Next. So the first thing that I observe is the fact that Funded Next tries to attract the traders with the profit share from challenge phase, which is amazing. I repeat, it's a cool feature. The profit target in phase 1 for Goat is 8%, same for Funded Next. The second target for phase 2 is 5%, here as well. The daily drawdown in both of the phases is 5%, here as well is 5%. The maximum overall loss is 8% for Goat Funded and 10% for Funded Next. The drawdown type is balance based for both of them, no time limit for both of them. Minimum trading days 0 for Goat Funded Trader, 5 for Funded Next. I will talk about commissions when I find out with what broker Funded Next is operating. Profit split up to 90% for Funded Next, up to 95% for Goat Funded. News trading allowed as well. Weekend holding allowed here as well. EAs, trade copiers here as well, they are allowed. Reset discount, what is that? So somehow you will get a discount if you violate any rule and you want to repeat a challenge, which is pretty nice. And the refundable fee for the 100k account is $519. The prices are so similar. Goat has $515. So regarding the broker, Goat Funded Trader is powered by Think Markets, which is a great broker that has really low spreads. Whereas on the right, I was searching for Funded Next broker information. Okay, so usually I am used to hear the fact that prop firms are connected to a specific broker. However, I didn't find any information about a specific broker here. And right now the last step is to check for the legal information, which is really important. Okay, so both prop firms have registered companies. Goat Funded Trader is registered in Canary Islands, Spain, whereas Funded Next is registered, from what I can see on the website, on the island of Moheli, if I pronounced it right, Union of the Comoros. Okay, so I searched about Comoros because I wasn't aware of this state. Apparently it's a state in the Indian Ocean off the coast of East Africa. Okay guys, so I hope that this comparison helped you even a bit. If it did, please let me know in the comments which one would you go for, Goat Funded Trader or Funded Next. As I said, I consider them to be both amazing prop firms. And as you can see, they have multiple variants for you in order to find something that matches your trading style. Thank you for watching, and please let me know with which firm do you want me to compare GoatFunded next.